Doesn't even look like Tom Holland on the motorbike, even though it's not Tom Holland, it's Tom Hardy. Fuck. Hello, I'll be Sean, your movie madman, and I'm back. Today we're going to be talking about a very exciting couple of films for you. Today we're going to be talking about Venom and Venom Let There Be Carnage. Obviously, I'm not a dumbass. I know it's called Venom, not Venom, but I decided to call it Venom as a joke. Don't know if you guys understand sarcasm, judging by some of the reactions I get from people watching videos. You obviously don't. Anyway, I got these both 4K, both with Blu-rays as well. Venom's got a slip cover. Venom 2 has not got a slip cover. Don't know why. Maybe they wanted to make the film even more disappointing than it already was. But I'm going to look at both of these. I'm going to take the plastic off of this as well. Wow, just like the film, that was extremely frustrating. Can't believe it was so difficult to get a bit of plastic off of a case. Guys, if you're releasing cases and putting plastic on it, make it so you can get it off, yeah? Fucking idiots. I'm gonna have a little look. So you got a nice 4K disc there and a nice Blu-ray there. Cool, they actually changed the artwork for the Blu-ray. That's exciting. They could have done the same with the 4K, but they couldn't be fucked. So yeah, we're gonna look at both of these and then I'm gonna come back and give you a little review. So, how exciting was that, eh? Just did both of these. I say I just did both of these. I watched both of these yesterday, actually, because I filmed that unboxing a couple of days ago. So I actually got around to watching these finally, so I can tell you what they're like. Interesting, actually, considering how short these two films are. They probably could have just put both of these stories into one film and made it a little bit longer, gave it a little bit more plot development, gave it a little bit more character development, especially in this one, and then they could have just put these two together and made just one big epic Venom movie, which probably would have been better than these two. So the first one is obviously the origin story, explains where Venom comes from and how Tom Hardy becomes, or half becomes, Venom, and there's a bad guy in it who's also conveniently an alien from the same planet as Venom, and Tom Hardy has to beat him. That's all that story. And then there's this one where Tom Hardy is Venom and another character also has the same alien sort of symbiote from the same planet as Venom, and Venom has to stop him. Yeah. So I mean, all in all, both the stories are basically exactly the same. Yeah, so interesting. Not sure about those bad guys. I mean, for some reason Woody Harrelson plays the bad guy in the second film, and I don't know, I like Woody Harrelson as an actor, but I didn't really feel like Carnage really was the part for him. They could have given it to someone a bit younger, you know, not like a 67-year-old trying to be 50. Don't work. I don't know. I really don't know. I watched this in the cinema, and I only watched it for the second time when I rewatched them the other day. And even then, even when I was watching the second one then, I was just like, there's so much of this film that's just awful. If you took out all the poo parts of Venom 2, you'd probably be left with about maybe half an hour's worth of footage. You could have put that half an hour in this one, like I said already. So, I don't know, like, I wanted them to be better. But I mean, I thought the first one was alright. I thought the second one was not really needed. But you know, Marvel likes to make money, don't they? Or Sony Sony, yeah, this is part of the Sony Marvel. We won't go into that because that gets really confusing. Enough of me digging at these films. Let's have some positives, yeah? Let's have some positives. So, 4K wise, is why you come to the channel, isn't it? 4K wise, I tell you now, the 4K picture in both of these films does look really, really good. The HDR is really, really good. The, you know, the picture details, the sound, all of it, everything you look for in 4K discs. These discs both have them. The only problem you'll have is that the CGI in both of these is pretty shocking. So yeah, CGI wise, some of the transformations look a bit poo. Some of the stunts look a bit poo. There's even a shot I remember in this one where Venom's on a motorbike and he goes in between two cars, and that just looked really bad. Even when you pause that and watch it frame by frame, it doesn't even look like Tom Hardy on the motorbike. So I've no idea why they thought that shot was going to be acceptable. But yeah, I mean, if you're a collector of Marvel, if you like Spider-Man Universe, because these are technically both part of the Spider-Man Universe as well, if you just like collecting 4Ks, if you're thinking, is the 4K going to be better than that Blu-ray? You don't need to ask. You don't need to ask that. It's obvious that 4K is going to be better than the Blu-ray. If you got it on Blu-ray and you think, I'd like to get that in 4K, go for it. It's definitely worth it, I would say. Just look out for that really bad CGI and story. But that's it for today. Thought I'd sneak that in there. I'll get that online at some point. But until then, I'll be back soon. If you could like this video, click on the thumb, that'd be great. Subscribe as well if you haven't already. We'd really appreciate it. I say we, it's just me. I'm gonna go now. Alright, goodbye.